Thank you so much for talking to LinkedIn. Congratulations on the Bangalore launch of Townhouse.
Thank you.
What are the targets like? This is just a very first step in what seems to be a really grand plan.
Absolutely. So this is the first townhouse property in Bangalore. We have plans to launch 25 plus in the coming 7 months by the end of this year. And this will be a part of 250 properties that we'll be launching through the year across India.
Awesome. Now, Townhouse lends itself to several very interesting use cases, right? I mean, obviously, OYO's biggest strength has been aggregating accommodation, budget accommodation, but with this, you can even look at stuff like co-working spaces, I don't know, parking spaces. Is that part of the roadmap really?
Not really. We are still very focused on the stay segment in India. We see that the millennials desire much more than just a plain Jane stay experience. So that's where you will see there's a lounge built in, there's a cafe, there's a store. But as we grow, if there are other interesting use cases, we will explore. At this point of time, very focused on the stay segment.
Absolutely. And going forward, do you think Townhouse could be the flagship?
It's already one of the flagship products for OYO's customers. So OYO Townhouse is in the mid-budget segment, moves up to the 2,500, 3,000 price point, while OYO Room continues in the 1,500 to 2,000 price point segment. So both these segments are going to be very strong product propositions for what we have from the OYO stables, and both these will continue to have our focus in the coming future.
Well, I remember talking to Ritesh, and he said that he looks at OYO as a real estate company, and OYO will be in a position to solve many of the real estate problems. How could you, how would you amplify that thought?
Sure. So OYO actually interestingly sits at the intersection of real estate, hospitality, and technology. So everyone knows OYO as a technology brand, but with the integration into Townhouse, as we move deeper into the entire hospitality stack, we are a hospitality company. But because we are taking up brownfield properties and because we are redoing them from scratch, our ability to transform infrastructure puts it OYO in the infrastructure bucket. So basically, we are a brand that sits in the middle of being an infrastructure, a hospitality, and a technology company.